Hello everyone! Greetings from Kharkov, Ukraine. My name is Svetlana Mucha and I'm the leading matchmaker and dating coach at Diolli.com. Today I would like to treat you with a very special topic. Do women in Ukraine prefer nice guys or bad boys? So often when I conduct the first interview with a potential client, I ask the gentleman to describe me the lady he would like to meet. And you will be surprised, but the majority of our potential clients and actually clients with whom we start working actually have realistic expectations. Why do I ask this question? Not because I believe that this gentleman does not deserve or will not attract a certain lady. I would like to hear about his preferences, and also I would like to hear why, in his opinion, such a lady will choose him back. Which qualities in the mind of this gentleman are his strengths? Why should a girl like that choose him? I want to hear which qualities a gentleman, in his opinion, can offer to a lady. And pretty often gentlemen tell that, oh, she has to choose me because I'm a nice guy. But do Ukrainian ladies prefer nice guys to bad boys? In theory, the answer should be quite predictable. A smart, not masochistic lady just has to choose someone sweet, someone kind, someone who is emotionally available, and someone who will treat her right, so she has to choose the nice guy. But let's try to look at this situation from the other angle. How often gentlemen choose to chase good girls? How often gentlemen actually choose to feel attracted, and you can tell right now that we don't choose to whom we feel attracted. No, we can actually influence our choices. So how often gentlemen actually choose to chase or choose to believe that they are attracted to a certain type of lady, even though deep down they understand that she is not the right choice for him and she is not a so-called dating material. How often have you fallen for someone narcissistic, self-absorbed, maybe too materialistic in your opinion? How often have you choose to chase a girl just because she didn't like you back, and in your opinion you just have to prove her wrong? Or maybe you believe she is the one just because she is 15 years younger or because she is hot by your standards? I have seen it so many times when a nice guy from a small town starts chasing a big city girl, and this guy actually loves his small town life and he doesn't believe in relocating because all his life, his business is connected with the small town, and he actually enjoys it, and he chooses to chase this big city girl because in his opinion she is his type and she is the right girl for him, even though it turns out she is the wrong type of a girl for him. This girl, of course, can be tall, super sexy, and she's a type of a girl who wears high heels and makeup and a shiny short dress for breakfast, and this is a bit too extreme even for Ukraine, with Ukrainian obsession to dress to impress. This girl is really pretty and she has invested lots of time, energy and money into her looks, and this is the only reason actually the gentleman believes she is his type and he has to chase her. I will describe this lady to you. She is tall, she is sexy, her hair falls down her shoulders in long, beautiful, shiny waves, and her teeth are perfectly white and straight, and her nails are impeccable. And in the mind of many gentlemen, and this exact gentleman, she is perfection. But I will give you a cold shower. In the eyes of many gentlemen, she won't be beautiful. Some guys will assume that she is not curvy enough or she is too tall. Other guys simply prefer redheads or blondes, or some guys can actually assume that she tries too hard. Guys, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. It's so individual. Anyway, our small town nice guy starts chasing this big city girl, even though this big city girl hates small town and she won't even set her foot into the small town unless it's a resort somewhere on the seashore of Italy or Spain. But he really wants to impress her. Deep down in his heart he can understand that she is not the right match for him, not because she is a bad person, but because they are way too different and their ideas about life and relationship are way too different. Anyway, the guy tries really hard to win her over and she might really like his smile and his jokes, but when things starts progressing and it looks like this relationship is going to be serious, she can honestly tell him that she doesn't want to relocate to a small town and she is not interested in long-distance romance. So she can honestly tell the guy that she is not interested because she understands that she won't feel happy in a small town. She just can't imagine living in the place where you know all your neighbors by name. It's not for her. She is so used to live in the capital where you don't know people you live next to, even though you live in the same building for 5 years. So the guy from the story feels deceived because the big city girl hasn't chosen him back. How could she? He's a nice guy after all. In his mind, this girl just has to change her mind, her views, her priority, her likes and dislikes for him because it would be terribly convenient for him. Well, she doesn't, and actually the guy has to thank her instead of feeling deceived, because if they tried to build this relationship, they both would feel brokenhearted and disappointed. They won't be happy together. The fact that you're a nice guy doesn't guarantee that the lady will choose you for this quality solely. Anyway, let's return to our topic. I got slightly distracted here. Do Ukrainian women prefer nice guys to bad boys? Let's talk about the appeal of the bad boy. Of course, pretty often they have the looks and a certain level of charisma, and of course there is also the appeal that because of her really special magical love, he will change his patterns and turn from a really bad boy into a really nice guy. But we all know that this actually happens usually only in movies and in romantic novels. It doesn't happen in real life. And of course we can blame books and movies for this. Think about Mr. Darcy. Let's talk about Jane Austen. We remember him. He appeared so cold, so arrogant, and he turned out to be a really noble and really warm-hearted inside gentleman. And of course, ladies, after reading this novel, they dream to meet this guy who will give this bad boy vibes, but who would be actually a really loving, a really special, a really noble gentleman who will fall madly in love with this lady, and their magical love will conquer all obstacles and they will have their happily ever after. So many ladies want to have this adventure of turning a bad boy into a good, decent guy. And younger girls tend to fall for this mistake of choosing the bad boy over the good guy so often. I'm talking right now about the girls younger than 25, though some ladies tend to keep this habit of not really smart dating through their whole dating life. I will paint you a picture. He is 26 years old, he is 1 meter 85 centimeters tall, he had this sleeve of tattoos over his really muscular, well-defined arms. Of course, he has a six-pack. He doesn't have a real education, and currently he lives with his parents and works at the bar, maybe as a bartender. And of course, the girl will fall for him over a really sweet 27 years old programmer who has a stable job and masters in engineering, just because the programmer is shorter and doesn't ride the motorcycle. And even though the tattoo guy never brings her flowers, never talk about relationship and future, forgets about her birthday, and in general doesn't treat her that well, she believes that her magical love, and because she is so special and unique, he will change his patterns and will turn out to be the good boy after all. Can you call this girl smart about her choices and picky about her dating life? Not really. Really often after investing months and maybe even years, though I prefer to call it after buying this experience, the girl will realize that a body of 1 meter and 85 centimeters with a six-pack and crook sexy smile doesn't guarantee that the guy is actually a dating material and a good boyfriend material that can be a husband material one day. So after buying this experience, she will actually start paying attention to all the right qualities that she is looking for in a partner. And maybe she will start regretting not dating a programmer who is really kind-hearted and family-oriented. But let's be honest, many people never actually learn. So why do girls fall for bad boys? Of course, there is this appeal of the bad boys' vibes, and of course there is the appeal that because of her magical love, this guy will change, and like in Hollywood movies, maybe her love will make him change so much that he will save the planet. Girls want to feel that special. They want to feel that because of her, he has changed his patterns. Never happens in real life. Only in movies. And of course, after her magical pure love, will cure this sexy 1 meter and 85 centimeters love interest with crooked sexy smile and intense gaze, she will have a really good boy next to her with this body that I have described, with strong arms and really flat stomach, with this sexy V-line, who will ride the motorcycle to a really stable, really prestigious job, saving kittens and donating to charity on his way. And all these magical changes have happened only because of your pure, really magical love. And now this guy never forgets about her birthday, and also he remembers her mother's birthday. He brings her flowers. He is a loving, devoted husband and father of 3 little princes. And all this because of our beautiful and really special girl. Maybe you really know a guy like that. Maybe you believe that you're that guy. We will leave it at this. But usually, nice guys do not have these bad boys vibes, and they do not have these looks of the bad boy. Not because they are not handsome, but because they have more important things to do than to invest all the energy and all the time into looking sexy and cool. Nice guys do work out, and I was lucky to work with several professional athletes and even with a professional bodybuilder, but these guys, they were not super self-confident, and they were not obsessed with the idea that they are so dramatically hot and handsome. They were thinking about other, more important virtues, and they were looking for ladies who can appreciate them for all the right reasons, because they are so kind, because they are so warm-hearted, because they are able to love so fiercely. Just like men, women pretty often fall for all the wrong qualities in the potential life partner, and they do not see the whole picture. For some guys, just because she has a body to die for, she is the one. That's simple. Not because she is kind, smart, or loving, but because she is hot. And pretty often guys face disappointment only when they realize that yes, her body is super hot and probably she had the right eyes color, but she was so busy working on that super body, polishing it and glamorizing it, that she just didn't have the time to work on being kind, loving and honest. So do Ukrainian women prefer nice guys to bad boys? Smart women prefer nice guys, and of course they can truly appreciate nice guys for all the right qualities. And when they want to feel the adventure, they can ride a bike together with a nice guy, or maybe cuddle on the sofa in front of the TV. Different people have a different idea what real adventures mean. The problem is smart women are really rare and hard to find. And even though they are so rare, nice guys pretty often meet the chance to build relationship with a smart lady because they got distracted with the ladies that are wrong for them or that are bad girls. And I'm not talking right now about PhDs, bachelor's and master's degrees. I'm talking right now about being smart about your life choices and your priorities. Guys, I want to wish you to be smart and picky in a smart way about your love life. With love, Svetlana Mukha from Diolli.com.